So look at what I have here. The Samsung Galaxy S22 Ultra, not the S23 Ultra, not the S24 Ultra, the Samsung Galaxy S22 Ultra. I totally forgot I even had this device. What's going on, everyone? Josh Quinones here. That is right. I've actually been using this device over the past few days now. As you can see, my SIM card is still currently in here, and I've actually been using it over these past few days now just to kind of see how it performs now 2 years later. No, I haven't been using it this whole 2 years. Yes, I was using it for a good year, when it first came out. Of course, this was like my main device. Then I had to take a break because, more devices were coming out, and then we got the new Galaxy S23 Ultra and now the new Galaxy S24 Ultra. But when I found this phone, I was like, okay, I gotta use it. I gotta throw all the recent updates on it and use it and see how it performs now, compared to the devices that are out now. Like for instance, my, OnePlus 12 I have right here, and my Galaxy S24 Ultra, which I currently do not have. It's actually out being repaired. If you remember, those cameras just were not opening for me. I was not able to use the cameras on that device. So I finally, after all this time, sent it out to get repaired, and I'll talk about that in another upcoming video. We'll see how that whole experience goes. Hopefully it's not like my last Samsung customer service experience. But today's video is all about the Samsung Galaxy S22 Ultra. Yes, I have been using it for these past few days, and I gotta say, let me just say this, that I am actually very, very surprised with how well this phone runs, with how well it performs. Because honestly, after using, the Galaxy S24 Ultra, the Galaxy Z Fold 6, the OnePlus 12 right here, all smooth devices, great performing devices, because, they're running that Snapdragon 8 Gen 3, which just has them running like a beast. I mean, they take care of everything that I needed to and so much more. And this device right here, the Galaxy S22 Ultra, it's running the older Snapdragon 8 Gen 1. And I know, at the time when this phone was brand new, yeah, it was running great, it was running good. But, as time goes on, older phones might seem a bit, sluggish compared to the newer devices. But I gotta say, I've actually been pretty surprised with how well, this device performs. It's still a smooth experience with that 120 hertz display. Now, I will say, you can tell a little bit of a difference. It's not as smooth as the Galaxy S24 Ultra, or not as smooth as something like, my OnePlus 12 right here. It is just butter, but we're still getting a smooth experience on here. I mean, I really don't feel a huge difference. Like I said, it's when I have the devices side by side, it is a bit noticeable. But when I'm just using this device by itself and not thinking about any other devices that are out right now, when just using this device as my main phone, honestly, I mean, it's been taking care of everything that I needed to. Like I said, just scrolling through, the home screens alone, the app drawer alone, is still a super smooth experience. If I go into social media, like Twitter right here, or X, I'm sorry, still a super smooth experience. As you can see here, I really don't have any problems with it lagging on me or stuttering on me. Now, yes, the animations are a little bit slower, which I'm sure I can speed up in the settings and all that, but it's not, I wouldn't say it's laggy, it's just not as quick as like my Galaxy S24 Ultra or my OnePlus 12. But I mean, it's still a smooth experience. As you can see, opening YouTube right here takes a little bit of time. Takes a little bit of time for the pages to load up. They don't load up as fast, as my recent devices. But once they do, it's still a smooth experience. Just scrolling through the device, I mean, I really don't have a problem with it at all. And I said this, I believe, in one of my Galaxy S24 Ultra videos when we, started talking about the whole AI coming to, that device and all of the AI features that it was getting. I did say that, just watch, we're gonna see all of those AI features in the older devices as well when it comes to the Galaxy S23 Ultra. But I wasn't really sure if it was gonna come to the S22 Ultra, but we actually have some AI features in the S22 Ultra right here. So if I go into the settings here, as you can see, we have Galaxy AI, we have call assist, chat assist, interpreter, we got note assist, transcript assist, browsing assist, photo assist, and drawing assist. And check this out, let me go into a photo here. Okay, so if I go into one of my photos here, actually here, let me take out the S Pen to kind of help me out with this. This is a feature that we have on the Samsung Galaxy S24 Ultra. So if I click on the little AI stars down there, click on sketch to image. This is a new AI feature that was introduced. Actually, I believe with the Galaxy Z Fold 6. I can't remember if it was introduced with the Galaxy S24 Ultra, but either way, we now have it on the Galaxy S22 Ultra. So, you know, I got a picture of this, you know, butter beer right here, which is actually just basically like a root beer float at Universal Studios. But if I want to draw, let's see, maybe a picture of a duck or something like that here, you know, at the bottom, give it a little wing right there, maybe the little eyes, another little beak. Let's see, little feathers up here. So let's see if this will kind of understand what I'm trying to draw down there, or maybe like a little bird or something. But check this out. So I, you know, was just kind of testing this out to see if it is as good as, you know, like the Galaxy S24 Ultra or Z Fold 6. And look at that. It's actually, okay, I can't zoom in right here, but it's actually given us a picture. It understood what I was drawing down there, and it was able to add that to my photo right here. So it gave us a little tiny duck right there next to the drink. And that is just one of the many super cool AI features that are now, you know, coming on this device. And of course, you know, we do have the S Pen still getting, you know, all of the S Pen features that we all know and love. And the S Pen is still working great on this device as well. It still has held up great, hasn't broke on me or anything like that. And I know the, you know, the S Pens aren't the most durable because they are made of plastic, but it's held up very well and has came and, you know, it's definitely come in handy for me when using this device right here. But, you know, speaking of photos, when it comes to the cameras on this phone right here, obviously, you know, the cameras are not going to be, they're not as good as, you know, the cameras nowadays on the phones nowadays. Like, these are 2 years older. Of course, the cameras have improved, you know, 2 years later. But I will say, for the average person, you're not really gonna notice. I mean, they're gonna get the job done, if I'm being totally honest with you guys. And I'll throw up some pictures right here for you guys to see. I'll throw up some of the older pictures that I've taken with this device and some of the more recent ones. And I gotta say, I mean, I was still able to get some good shots. I mean, I thought the cameras were good back then. I mean, why wouldn't I think that they're good now? Just because they're not as good as, you know, the newer devices doesn't mean that the cameras aren't good. It doesn't mean they're trash. They're gonna get the job done. And it's like anything. If the lighting's good, of course, you can capture some great shots. If the lighting is bad, I mean, yeah, you're gonna kind of have to work with it. Maybe use the flash, maybe use night mode. It just really depends. When it comes to night mode on this, these cameras right here, when taking photos, it does a decent job. It's not the best job, but like I said, they're gonna get the job done. I've been able to capture some great shots even now. So when it comes to the cameras, like I said, you won't really be disappointed. I wasn't really disappointed with some of the photos that I took, and it's the same thing with video. The video is decent as well, and of course, it's not going to be as good, or they're not as good, I should say, as the cameras on something like the Galaxy S24 Ultra. Now, battery life, when using this device over these, you know, past few days, I will say that battery life is okay now. It's not, you know, it definitely didn't get me through it didn't get me late into the night. It's not what I'm used to, you know, with, you know, something like my OnePlus 12. I mean, this battery life on this device right here, it's just a beast. I mean, it gets me through an entire day, late into the night, and sometimes even into the next day as well. And the battery life that I got out of the Galaxy S22 Ultra right here is not what I'm used to anymore, you know, 2 years later. You know, 2 years ago, I thought the battery life on this device was really good. But now, after using, you know, the Galaxy S24 Ultra, the OnePlus 12, and even, you know, the Google Pixel 9 Pro XL, I gotta say, battery, I mean, it's decent on here. It wasn't able to get me late into the night. I did throw it on the charger, you know, a little later in the evening just to get me into the rest of the day. But I mean, like I said, it's pretty decent. I did find myself, like I said, throwing it on the charger later in the evening just so I can, you know, make it later into the day. But, you know, 2 years later, that's kind of to be expected. Of course, you know, battery life isn't going to be the same as it was, you know, when the device is brand new. But for me, I was just kind of a little surprised, I guess, because like I said, this phone has kind of just been sitting there for a long time because I've been using other devices. So I was expecting battery life to be a little bit better since I haven't really been using this phone up until, you know, a few days ago. But hey, I mean, it is what it is. But I mean, just overall as a whole, honestly, it kind of almost felt like I was using my Galaxy S24 Ultra. Of course, you know, when it comes to the feel of the device, it's not the same because, you know, this one does have, you know, the curved edges, you know, compared to the flat, you know, the flat display on the Galaxy S24 Ultra. So that does play a little bit of, you know, it does make a little bit of a difference when holding this. That's the only way I'm able to tell that this device is different from the S24 Ultra. But just, you know, as a whole, at the same time, it almost felt like I was using the S24 Ultra. You know, one main reason is because I do have the phone set up the same, and you know, it does still have that square body, that notice-like look to it. But I mean, just as far as performance goes, like I said, it's been performing good. When not comparing this to other devices, I mean, I still think it's a great performing device, and it was able to get all of my work done for me because, I mean, for those of you that don't know, this whole YouTube channel is run off of a smartphone. Everything that I do is run off of a smartphone. So I have been doing everything here on the Galaxy S22 Ultra, and it's been handling it great. Now, as far as endurance goes, when it comes to durability, how has the phone held up? Not sure if you can tell here on camera, it is pretty beat up all along the edges right here at the bottom. I mean, this phone has been through a lot, to be completely honest with you guys. This was supposed to be a trade-in for my Galaxy S23 Ultra back at that time when I was, you know, when I was pre-ordering it, but I kind of had an accident during that time and I wasn't able to trade it in after all. Now, I'm not sure if you're able to tell here on camera, I got a crack right there on that front display, but it's still working good. The in-display fingerprint sensor is still working good as well. Really good, actually. Now, it's not as fast as the S24 Ultra, but look at that. It still works every single time. I don't have a problem with that. Now, when it comes to the back of the device, I'm actually using a dbrand skin to hide what's going on back there. I'm not sure if you guys want to see that or not. Let's see, maybe I will show you guys. But that's one thing I love about dbrand skins is because they can hide all of the imperfections on the back of your device. So if you want to pick up a skin for yourself for any device, I'll have a link down in the description below. No, this is not a sponsored video, but I've actually been using this skin with one of their old atomic grip cases right here. Not the best case. I mean, it fits pretty loose on here, but hey, it's the only one I have currently for this phone at the moment. It does all right. The phone's already beat up as it is, but let me go ahead and pull off this back skin. I guess it's time so you guys can see what's going on back here with my Galaxy, that hurt. With the Galaxy S22 Ultra. Look at that. That's why that hurt my finger right now. I kind of got some of the glass. And look at the back of my Galaxy S22 Ultra. Look at that. Like I said, this phone has been through a lot. Definitely looks like it got beat up. But yeah, so this is why I did not end up trading it in for my Galaxy S23 Ultra. I ended up just keeping it. But look, it's become a good backup phone because, you know, my Galaxy S24 Ultra is not here. I decided to go ahead and take the SIM card out of my OnePlus 12 and just try it out. And it turns out it's actually able to still handle all of my usage. It's getting the job done. But for those of you who still have a Galaxy S22 Ultra for yourself, how's the phone holding up for you? Let me know down in the comment sections below. Is your experience still good? Maybe it's not as good as mine. Maybe because you've been continuously using yours instead of taking a long break like I have and then coming back for a few days. But I still just wanted to share the experience because, at least for me, I mean, this phone, it still seems to work pretty good. And honestly, I feel comfortable using it even longer than I have already. Still getting the job done. But y'all let me know what you think down in the comment sections below. But I will say, if there is the question of should you upgrade from the Galaxy S22 Ultra to the Galaxy S24 Ultra that is now currently out, is the upgrade worth it? I would say yes, it is still worth it because you're getting, you know, better cameras, you're getting a better processor. The performance is noticeable holding them side by side. But I mean, if you don't have the money to do so, honestly, I mean, you're perfectly fine with the Galaxy S22 Ultra. Yes, battery life won't be as good for you. The cameras won't be as good for you, but I mean, it's still going to perform good for you. And you're still getting all those AI features as well. The only AI feature that I noticed was not on here is the instant slow-mo, where you touch and hold a video and it'll slow it down for you using AI. And, you know, fill in all of those frames. I noticed that that is not here on the Galaxy S22 Ultra. So maybe they'll bring it in another update. I don't know. We'll see. But again, let me know your thoughts down in the comment sections below. Thanks so very much for watching. If you did like this video, find it helpful, find it entertaining, make sure to give it a huge thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe. Hit that bell for notifications so you don't miss out on any other future videos to come. Sorry if I repeated myself in, you know, certain areas of this video. This is kind of just a one-take thing. But thanks for watching. This is Josh Quinones. I will see you on the next one. Peace out.